Wow. What a game one that was. That was an all-time classic there. Both teams fighting at the end. The Thunder using their defense, using their grittiness to scrap back and claw their way back into the game. The logo shot by Victor Wembanyama. Mia. Look at some of these blocks out there. This guy is an alien. Victor Wembanyama is an alien. He is out of this world. This is the championship series right here. It may as well be the championship round in the NBA. This is for the title. The winner of this series is winning the championship. This is between the two best teams in basketball. This has the feeling of an NBA championship round. It is going to be an all-time classic. But I tell you, everybody thinks the Spurs are going to win. That's just how hated the Oklahoma City Thunder really is. People hate the Thunder. They can't stand the Thunder at all. They hate they flopping. They hate the smirking when they know the refs are on their side. They've seen the refereeing against the Suns and the Lakers. It was bad. Okay, on that NBA Reddit, where everybody was criticizing the refs. It wasn't even Laker fans. It was NBA fans. So they be setting the stage. Thunder, so dominant, out of the middle of nowhere, in a flyover state, a foul-baiting merchant, a team that likes to foul every single play. Whatever they do, it is hard from liking at all. It doesn't make them likable. But who said they had to be likable? The NBA needs a villain. They need a villain to take place right now in the place of the most polarizing star in basketball, the guy that you either love or you hate. His name is GOAT Team LeBron James. They got to have competitive balance, but they got to create that one villain that can only be saved by the one and only GOAT and King of basketball. How do you unite the basketball universe in favor of GOAT King LeBron? You set the stage to have GOAT King LeBron James knock off the most hated, disliked, pompous group in today's NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay? He's ending that Thunder dynasty. He is going to take that throne. He's going to dethrone the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's going to take that headband of SGA. Give me that. Throw that shit to the side. Here's the real crown in the casket. Let me put on that crown. Let me show who the real king of the West is. His name is GOAT in the LeBron James. So you got to understand they are setting the stage for bigger things to come. But this is about marketing and advertising a superstar to make him your face of the league. This guy has not gotten in trouble outside of the basketball court. This guy is not knocking babies, and now he don't want to pay nothing. He don't want to be involved in the kid's life. He trying to bribe for the abortion. We are talking about Anthony Edwards. He is not family friendly. That's why the NBA didn't like Anthony Edwards. He was not family friendly. NBA is concerned about their image. Why do you think they had a dress code? They can't be sagging. No, none of that. Why do you think they had a dress code? They're absolutely concerned about their image, 100%. As far as the series goes, everyone's going to start to think It's Wembanyama time. He's the man. It's his time. Oh, it's his time. Maybe for a game. Maybe for a game, it's his time. Maybe they want you to think that they're trying to make this guy to be the next face of the league. For the record, there is no next face of the NBA. There is no next face of the league. It's not a face of the league. It's just a collection of individuals that are going to run this association. It won't be dominated by one player, but one player may have to take center stage at the time of King LeBron's retirement. Now, why wasn't the Lakers allowed to repeat, right? Why wasn't Luka allowed to repeat? Because you got to have the brotherhood ship on top. You can't have a white player dominate the league. Okay? As a percentage, this is the sport that white people watch the least. They'll watch their hockey. They'll watch their basketball. Their golf, their baseball. Okay, they'll watch their hockey. Everybody watches football regardless. But as far as demographics goes, okay, colored people, black people, they make a higher percentage of your basketball viewers. That's why they're not going to have Jokic win back-to-back championships. That's why they're not going to have Luka win back-to-back championships. I think it's a thing where the brotherhood has to continue to dominate. So a black superstar has to take center stage to be that guy that is going to carry this dynasty of this decade. This is what the Thunder are. They are the dynasty this decade. There's a dynasty every single decade. You got to win consecutive championships to be a dynasty. Are the Celtics really a dynasty if they got knocked out conference semifinal, they get knocked out in the first round? Yeah, sure, they made it to a two NBA Finals appearances. Yeah, sure, they won a championship. They've lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. They've been fairly consistent, but they haven't been even though they've shown signs of appearing dominant, it's about the results. Result-wise, they have not been this dynasty of this decade. The Thunder, by making it and winning 2 straight championships, they're going to fill the void of being that dynasty this decade. It can't be one individual carrying the NBA. As far as SGA's future championship prospects, if he gets to back-to-back rings, I don't think you can completely rule out 3 rings for SGA. But Stephen Curry is admired throughout the league. SGA, they don't like this guy, SGA. I mean, they dislike him. Kobe was hated, definitely was hated. I didn't live during the time of Michael Jordan. I don't know if people really hated Michael Jordan, except for the Knicks and whatever these teams that he played in the playoffs. In a way, they got to immortalize Stephen Curry. So I don't think they'll ever let SGA even get to 4 rings to tie Stephen Curry. They got to immortalize this guy in a way. Maybe the only guy they let surpass Stephen Curry, maybe Victor Wembanyama. He just seems far more likable than SGA. But the villain has to win to start things out. The team that people watch because they are rooting for them to lose. And as a result, these polls you see have over 70% predicting the Spurs to win the series. It has everything to do with hating the Thunder. Make no mistake about it. Even though if you're just picking Wemby, lots of people are picking Spurs because they absolutely hate the Thunder and they can't stand to see SGA win back-to-back rings. But what do I care? My team's going to whip their ass next season. We're going to be back for the Lucas special against Oklahoma City Thunder. What do I care? I know they setting the stage for bigger things to come. He is the ultimate underdog. He's the ultimate mega favorite destroyer. His name is GOAT King LeBron James. The 73-9 Warriors, this dynastic Thunder, going for 3 straight championships. They will not lose against Ant-Man. They will not lose against San Antonio next season. They won't lose against the Joker. They will 100% lose against former Oklahoma standout Austin Reeves, the GOAT of the king of basketball, in his grand coronation, in his last dance moment in the NBA, and Luka, the MVP. Who's the real MVP? SGA, Luka. Luka may beat him again in the playoffs, but they're going to give this guy the 2 rings. I doubt Luka. I can see an uncertain future of Luka after he wins his championship, where he cannot escape the shadow of GOAT King LeBron James. But that's for another day. We have to first get through this season and next season. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a strong chance the New York Knicks are losing back-to-back NBA finals. They may not even win the championship. They may make it to 3 straight finals, but then the 3rd time is the charm for the New York Knicks. We are about to see something special. This is the Mecca of basketball. Madison Square Garden. GOAT King LeBron and Kobe and Duncan had their best games over there. A 52-point performance for GOAT King LeBron. A 50-point performance for GOAT King LeBron. Look up where we have a triple-double, 60 points at New York, December 2023. Kobe had his 61-point game at Madison Square Garden. So the LA Lakers, LA versus New York, this got their windfall coming. If the dynasty gets dispatched, then we have the GOAT king of basketball. We have the most popular players in Europe, and Luka up against New York, the biggest market, the Brunson burner. Okay, get their popcorn out for that. The GOAT King LeBron hating Bonds, and then people saying, hey, no way can this team possibly make it back again and lose another time. Whoa there. That may just very well gonna happen for the New York Knicks. They are gonna have to lose against GOAT King LeBron James if they make it back to the finals after they lose against Thunder. Because let's be real, Knicks have to make it this year. Knicks win 5. It's a best of 3 between the Spurs and the Thunder. The Knicks have to win because they're already planning on OKC to be in the finals. They don't want 2 flyover states against San Antonio. San Antonio's big time for international viewership. We ain't doubting that at all. But if they want OKC in the finals, ain't no chance they got OKC, Oklahoma City, and Cleveland. Just you gotta have that big market team against Oklahoma City. The viewership was terrible during the first few games of the NBA Finals last season. So they want New York. They want to set up the possibilities of the Hartenstein against the New York Knicks, a rematch of the NBA Cup final with the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. So that's why it's more compelling when you have a best of 3 in game 5, 6, 7, when you have the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. But the house always wins. They will not allow the Spurs to win against the Thunder. Las Vegas got to win somehow. Lakers paid out a lot against the Rockets. They're a popular team. They get the popular bet every year. Hardly any underdogs won in the conference semifinal. None, as a matter of fact. But the big underdog, San Antonio, people betting on the Spurs, this is bad for business. NBA reps, when they get to the games that OKC is supposed to win, they are going to favor the Thunder. I think we've seen what Scott Foster has done. We can see how he influenced the NBA Finals last season. They can 100% manipulate the series. You just tell the refs to officiate a certain way and don't officiate that certain way against the other team that you need to win. Start calling ticket fouls on one team, don't call these ticket fouls on the other team. There's a double standard. That's how you can manipulate the game without asking them players to throw it. But this Thunder, every dynasty's got the moment where they're about to lose. For the Warriors, it was down 3-2 against the Rockets. The latter stage with Kevin Durant. With Goat Kinbon, the Cavs dynasty over the Eastern Conference, they were pushed to Game 7 a couple of times. They had to persevere. Ray Allen, the Miami Heat, down by 5 points with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That Ray Allen time shot, it was dynastic. That big fourth quarter by Goat LeBron James. In Game 6, headband fell off. He's like, fuck it, let's go. This is what we mean by dynastic moments. They have to play with their backs against a wall. It's a team that has beat them all season long. This is a movie. This is taking center stage. We've seen an all-time game already in Game 1. Now they're going to bet more and more and more money on the Spurs through the rest of the series. Spurs will be up 3-2. Las Vegas and the refs, NBA league office, with the Thunder down 3-2. These guys are not going to get the calls. Wembanyama is going to get hacked during certain times, or you're supposed to swallow your whistle. So that momentum continues. That foul call is not called. Instead, that fast break transition opportunity, that's what happens. When you don't swallow the whistle and you slow the play and you don't have momentum disrupting calls. So it really don't matter. They can rig. There was no doubt rigged for entertainment purposes this game. Did you see that shot by Wembanyama there to tie that game? Did you see that? Did you see the Thunder scrapping, crawling their way back in the fourth quarter? I can't say I wasn't entertained. They made it look entertaining. They kept everyone on the edge of their seat tonight. Double overtime game. There was a double overtime game at the season opener between the Thunder and the Rockets. I wonder if this was subliminal, that they are foreshadowing what is about to come. They probably did with that game, that first game of the season. Remember that Thunder Rocket game and we're in the double overtime? Then this game here goes in the double overtime. This is the championship to back note. This is the championship. This was my call before the series. Thunder in 7, they down 3-2. We off to a great start. Great start calling the series. These are the moments People live for it. See the Thunder trying to starve off elimination. The ratings get higher. Oh, we get to see Oklahoma lose. They're about to get eliminated by San Antonio to take down the Flappers, the foul baiting merchants. The viewership skyrockets. When you get to the closeout game for San Antonio, all them Thunder haters, they be watching. Almost there, almost there. 12 minutes there, for 24 minutes. We're closer, closer, and closer to knocking out the garbage Thunder. Everybody wins. The bookies win, the NBA wins. The de facto championship goes 7 games. Rivalry between two teams in the same division. Get people bet on San Antonio next season. Go keep the Bond James. And look, I got something else to say about that. All right. If Giannis don't go to the New York Knicks, perhaps Giannis can face off against the alien, against the Greek god, Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's send Aiton and Netch to the Bucks. Trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rent him out for a year or two if you have to. 3-and-D guys. Did you see Alex Caruso? Rob Pelinka is trash. Do you want to blame Go? How do you allow Alex Caruso to walk away? This is one of the worst moves ever. He is awful. Pelinka is terrible. One more damn season and finally be done with Rob Pelinka. You know, these goddamn hating ass bums trying to break apart the team. And Gold LeBron James needs this player, but they be outright refusing. Yeah, he wanted DeRozan. Remember? We enjoying the money that we get in the revenue with Gold LeBron and all them jerseys. We don't want to pay no luxury tax, kick rocks. We don't want Caruso, DeRozan. We don't want to give him a 3-year, 4-year contract instead of 2-3 years. This kind of thing. Argentina. Yeah, so let's recap. Thunder's winning streak ended at 9 games. This playoff winning streak, dating back to Game 7 of last year, a 9-0 playoff run, ended in Game 1. In the Game 1 prediction video, it was pretty much focused on this year's playoff run. Really, what the scriptwriters did was they included that clinching game. So it was the overall winning streak for the Thunder. Their last playoff loss entering today was Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So the Thunder had a 9-game winning streak in the playoffs entering today. Obviously, Spurs will fall to 5-2 against Oklahoma City. They're 5-1 against Oklahoma City. I will go Spurs for Game 3. Spurs will be 6-2 against the Thunder. I like the Spurs for Game 3. I think that's how NBA would like it. They need the Thunder to play from behind. OKC Game 2, San Antonio Spurs Game 3. Okay. I think the winner awaits the Knickerbockers. So with that being said, series will be tied 2-2. That is all I can say at this point. Oh, wait. If the series is tied 2-2, I already had Thunder coming back from 3-2. So, yeah, Game 5. This is what makes Game 7 very intriguing. If Spurs win game one at OKC, if they win game five at OKC, then suddenly the road is not phasing San Antonio. They already got two wins at OKC during the series. So I think that is the projection. I think this may very well be how the NBA going to script the rest of the series. We will find out. That is just a projection. Again, this is the real championship series. Let's be honest about that. How many game sevens in NBA history has there been played? Well, how many times has the home team have won? Separated by first round or conference finals, something like that, you know? A home team record in game seven. What do we got? Conference finals. Last time we had a game seven. The conference finals was the Miami Heat and the Celtics 2023. Miami Heat won on the road. Game seven conference finals the previous year at Miami. Celtics won that one. Road team's been doing pretty well during these conference finals game sevens. Golden State Warriors won on the road the conference finals game seven at the Toyota Center 2018. TD Garden Cavs beat the Celtics. That was on the road as well. We've had quite a streak going of road teams winning conference finals game sevens. This is out of this world. When's the last time the home team won a game seven in the conference finals? That did involve the Thunder. The Warriors beat the Thunder at home. Last time a team won a game seven, the conference finals at home, it involved the Oklahoma Thunder. I mean, this was before, Kevin Durant. Okay, but yeah, that was before the cupcake. Cupcake shaming ritual should prevail this year. The two rings for the Thunder without Kevin Durant. SGA is far greater than Kevin Durant can ever dream of becoming at this point. They're 8-6 in game sevens. They'll be 9-6 in game sevens, the Seattle Oklahoma Thunder, because their playoff streak ended at 9 wins, and now their ninth game 7 wins going to happen against San Antonio. I don't know why this didn't get updated. It seemed like the game 7 table didn't get updated. I don't know why this table is showing to be inaccurate. I have no idea why, what happened here. Spurs fought a 5-8 in game 7. Championship equals 58. This is a championship series. I may call it the de facto championship, but this is a championship for the winner of the West. I think that 9-6 in game sevens for the Thunder is going to relate to Space Jam A New Legacy, because A New Legacy equals 96 and 42. The Golden King of basketball is 42 years of age. The 15th game 7 for the Thunder. MVP is Gematria 15. The stage has already been set. Stage has already been set for the Thunder to win the scripted game 7. I can't wait. See the reaction of the Thunder haters? The only team that's going to beat the Thunder that denied the three beats the LA Lakers and GOAT LeBron James. Hopefully, GOAT King of Basketball. If the Lakers, if they are planning on having the Lakers play the Spurs, then 100% they're going to acquire a dream big man. Who could it be? Giannis, Mitchell, Robinson? Any other ideas? It's going to be an interesting offseason for the Lakers. The number one team is going to beat the Thunder is the Lakers. No ifs or buts. Thunder have to win the championship this year. The Spurs are going to win it 3 years from now. 3 years from now. When Banyama in San Antonio, 36 months after losing the conference finals, the Spurs win the title. The Spurs is 36. The 83rd NBA Finals is San Antonio. I think that's why Blazers equals 83. Spurs going to win the 83rd NBA Finals. Everyone bets on San Antonio every year until they win the championship. And of course, this year they're letting OKC win it. Next year they letting the Lakers win it. In my view, if the Knicks win the lose back-to-back finals, maybe New York Knicks can win the following year after that. It's been 5 decades. They gotta have New York. They gotta have the Brunson burner deliver for New York. Could number 11 do it in the Knicks' 11th finals appearance? Perhaps, maybe it could be his 11th year in the NBA. Jalen Brunson, 33rd pick by Dallas. New York, 33. Thunder will be 3-3 in the finals. This is easy. Brunson is in his 8th season. 9, 10. I guess 10. I guess so. 56 years later, just for me, it makes more sense because, the Big Apple's 56. So why not win the championship 56 years ago? But then Jalen Brunson played with the Mavs. Mavs is 55. If the streak ends at 55 years for New York, I related to where he came from. He came from the Mavs. It's gonna be a pretty interesting puzzle here. The Marquis, his middle name is Jalen Marquis Brunson. They got to give the Marquis a championship at some point. Jalen Marquis Brunson does have Gematria of 81. Next year's the 81st NBA Finals. I don't mean they're going to win it. Maybe after 81 previous finals, maybe he wins it. Who's going to win the 85th NBA Finals? I mean, basketball is 85. Who's going to be Mr. Basketball this decade? It has to be Victor Wembanyama. So I think 85, 85th NBA Finals, I think would be perfect for Wemby. If this guy is going to be the next Tim Duncan something, next Shaq. Shaq got 4 rings. Tim Duncan got 5. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he had 6 rings. Could Kareem death? Could Victor Wembanyama be the greatest big man after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's death? I think Wemby's got to win the championship right after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar passes away. Will have to come pretty soon. How old is he? 79. Yep. Let's fade Las Vegas. Everybody's on the Spurs now. I think the gematria is clear. OKC and repeat both have gematria 29. This is pretty clear. If they don't want the Knicks to make it to three straight finals, could the Lakers play somebody else next year? Who knows? Who really knows? Yeah, these men really going to lose back to back, and even if they lose back to back finals, I mean, you got to understand, the NBA is ran by Satanists. It's some sick satanic ritual happening with the New York Knicks, where they get their hopes really high up, and they let they down. They let their hopes down. They let them down. Not one, but two straight seasons. Satanic ritual. That is the key. Satanic ritual. They're into these kind of sacrifices. 250th anniversary of the Patriots in the Super Bowl. It was a satanic ritual. We're in the Super Bowl. We don't have Carcrapola. We have Fraud Turdy. Satanic ritual. 41ers involved in satanic ritual. Buffalo Bills involved in satanic ritual. 4 consecutive losses against the Chiefs. Surely we're going to win the third time around. Surely you cannot lose again against these men. What satanic ritual? Every time I predict the Chiefs would beat the Bills when they faced off in the playoff. It can be possible for the Knicks to lose back-to-back NBA Finals. It could be possible. Not quite sure what 82 is, but anyway, let's stick to this season. Yep, this is the best possible outcome. Thunder win the repeat. Goalkeeper LeBron denies the three-peat next year. Luka gets his revenge. Last playoff loss against Luka. Next playoff loss for Thunder against Luka. This is going to be a very beautifully written episode. A beautifully written saga. The Thunder take over basketball. Lucas and SJ are squaring off for MVP. Lucas not able to play. The Bond scoring king gets the Thunder. Gingo LeBron James. They're throwing the Thunder to win one last championship in one last dance. I cannot wait for this. Yeah, you would think that 2029 could be the year for the San Antonio Spurs. It could be. It could be. Yeah, what's the full name of this guy? This guy's name is a whole mouthful. Oh, Alien's 43, Wemby's 43, San Antonio's 41. His nickname is all synced up too. The Alien is from France. I think France is 74. The Alien. Interesting. Anthony Edwards could be the forgotten guy for all we know. This is it for James Harden. This is it. The Last dance don't always end in victory for everybody, but it only ends in victory for King James, not James Harden, for King James. Oh, Cleveland, you are deluding yourselves. This ain't no championship team. You squeaked them bums by the Raptors and the Pistons, and James Harden playing like trash. New York Knicks should be hung if they lose against the Cavs. Tarred and feathered. If you lose to these mediocre team that lost 6 games in the playoffs already, they had no rest. It was game 7 on to Detroit. Overtime game there. Game 7, no rest. New York Knicks, you have no excuses whatsoever. You should be on your game. You should be the much fresher team in the third, fourth quarters of the game. Your Anunoby was able to recover. You wouldn't not playing game 5 or anything. In game 6, okay, you man have to be on top of your game. Oklahoma, on to you. Playing with your back against the wall and everybody rooting for y'all to lose. NBA's got this. Make Vegas money. Let's have the Dynasty win. Fix is in. Nobody dispatching the Oklahoma Thunder this season. Wait till the epic end of this Thunder saga. A former Laker, Alex Caruso, going for Goat King Bond's 4th ring. Caruso's trying to win his 4th ring next year. Goat King Bond James bring down Alex Caruso next season. First and foremost, a full revamp is needed. I don't want to see no jackoffery as we have seen during the past 3 off seasons. It's time to be very, very serious and make moves left and right. I can go on my spiel right now because you need everything you can to beat Oklahoma City. This is the last dance with King LeBron and the most. I mean, even though the Thunder are dominating, right? But we've seen the parity of this association. The dynasties are just not happening as frequent as they did in the past. This was the big fallout of the boring, predictable, everybody hated, but they still watched 4 straight years of Cavs versus Warriors. Now, the dynasty side starts creeping up again. Make the moves and stop jacking off and get down to business. This is it right here, Rob Pelinka. It's now or never. It's time to get your head in the game. You have to watch San Antonio. You have to watch Oklahoma City. You have to make moves tailored on competing and beating OKC and San Antonio. Every move should be tailored to how can we beat San Antonio and OKC. It's not just about Luka's skill set. It's you need guys that can match up and handle intensity and loose balls and scrappy steals and everything. Hard-nosed defense. These are the kind of guys that need to join the Lakers during this last dance run. But for now, what a hell of a show we have coming up 6 quarters, much more quarters to go. How much more madness will we see? Any more overtime madness? SGA game winner. SGA ceiling shot. Ceiling steal. Point lead. One team may have. Be my guest. Get the popcorn out for the rest of this show. Thunder in 7. Come back down 3-2.